Good evening. It is my pleasure to welcome, first of all, our graduating participants and their families to this convocation. Dudes, this is your party tonight. All right. And parents too, right? 548 participants are here today to receive their certificates. And each has brought along their entourage, ranging from 1 to 3 or 4 loving family members and friends. So that's nearly 1,500 people we have in the audience today, and it truly is wonderful to see 1,500 happy people. Also, a warm welcome to the chairman of our governing council, the legendary Mr. Deepak Parekh, and to our distinguished chief guest, Mr. Amit Chandra of Bain Capital, who's also the co-founder of ATE Chandra Foundation, which has emerged as one of the largest and most active philanthropic organizations in India over the last decade. Deepak and Amit, thank you so much for gracing the occasion today. And finally, my warmest welcome to my dear colleagues, to my outstanding team of faculty and professionals who give their all to you every day so that you could reach and celebrate this special day. Thank you, my colleagues. We are nothing without all of you. Well, so who really is graduating on this special day, this 13th of May? We have a wonderfully diverse mix of age groups, career stages, life aspirations, and sectors. The PGDM 2021-23 batch with 236 participants. Make some noise, please. The 2022 PGPM batch with 114 participants that should be able to make the same amount of noise. The 22 PGP MPW batch with only 30 participants, but with fierce, loud voices. Go for it. Now, a slightly more serious set of cohorts, 78, 79, 80, 81, and 82 of the PG EMP program. So what if you're getting an executive management? You too can make some noise. Cohorts 3 and 4 of the PGP-GM program from Delhi with a total of 23 participants. And cohorts 19 and 20 of the PGP-DM program with a total of 39 participants, the ones with the biggest hearts. A heartfelt welcome to each one of you. As you depart today as alumni of SPJIMR, I think it is appropriate for us to ask, what do we want SPJIMR to be as the world around us changes? Do we want to stay rooted in the past, or do we believe that there is a way forward? Now let's begin by looking at SPJIMR's historic positioning. It is that of a top-rated teaching and practice-oriented institution that is socially sensitive. Our placements are stellar, and our CTCs in the commercial sector are the envy of most other B schools. But frankly, this feels too shallow and too materialistic to me. Around the world, business schools are not being judged just on their incoming GMAT scores and the outgoing placement offers. Business schools are being judged on the quality of their faculty's research output or thought leadership, and on the impact that the students and the school itself directly makes on the communities that the school and the students wish to serve. And therefore, SPJIMR needs to transition. SPJIMR needs to transition towards this new reality. We need to be a world-class institution that certainly retains its well-earned reputation and excellence in student centricity and teaching, but also enhances its research output, and even more important, its community or societal impact at scale. Now, transitions are never easy. Not if you are a participant in the transition, maybe even harder if you're the leader of that particular transition. Therefore, in order to enable a coherent transition for our organization, your alma mater to be, one, we have explicitly expanded the scope of SPJIMR's mission. So let's just reflect on this. The calling to influence managerial practice and promote value-based growth is a term you're familiar with. This has formed the core of SPJIMR's mission since its inception in the 1980s. The implicit assumption here was that students or participants were the primary stakeholders, and that SPJIMR primarily existed to create socially sensitive leaders who would then drive value-based growth. However, as I noted, business schools around the world are starting to recognize that their stakeholders are not just students or participants. Their stakeholders are the organizations and the communities that they serve. Now, how specifically should we look to influence practice and promote value-based growth for our diverse stakeholders in today's dynamic and yet imperfect world? We need leaders, we need organizations, and we need society as a whole to innovate and scale wisely, with humility, with inclusivity, and socio-environmental sensitivity. And as a result, we at SPJIMR have expanded our mission to include the North Star of advancing wise innovation being innovation that is done the right way, for the right reasons, and achieving the right outcomes. Furthermore, we must recognize that there are other mechanisms beyond teaching and beyond student centricity through which SPJIMR can advance this wise innovation at scale. And these additional mechanisms are our faculty's research and our thought leadership and our direct engagement with key communities of practice. And therefore, we call out all three pathways of advancing wise innovation at scale through our teaching, through our thought leadership, and through our industry and community engagement. Now, with this mission to guide us, we have outlined and are executing on several strategic initiatives at SPJIMR to successfully enable this transition that we're embarking on. Now, this is not the forum to go through our strategic initiatives. I do that separately with Mr. Deepak Parekh in our General Council meetings. It's not the forum to go through organizational plans and OKRs and such, which we do as a management team of the Institute. But I think it is a time for us to take a few minutes to recognize several institutional accomplishments over the last year, especially as we are looking to scale up our impact from teaching, research, and community engagement. On the programs and teaching front, so one of our three pillars, teaching, research, and community engagement being the three pillars. On the teaching front, we expanded our weekend Delhi-based PGP-GM program to Mumbai this year. Our goal is to make this program the obvious choice for managers and leaders working in Mumbai who are looking to excel in the next phase of their career in their current organizations, or who are looking to jumpstart their new adventures. I'm looking forward to welcoming the first graduates from this Mumbai cohort at next year's Convocation. We also expanded the PGDM segment by adding a general management option to go along with our 4 specializations. We took in an additional 60 students and have a separate name for this option, the PGDM BM program. Next year, we will have 60 of these PGDM BM participants joining these proceedings. Now, there's a massive shift underway as to how management education is produced and consumed, with continuous upskilling while still at work being a growing option that more people are embracing. And therefore, we will be launching our PGDM online program on the Coursera platform, becoming the first and only Indian B school providing an MBA on this global platform, joining the ranks of many of the world's prestigious institutions that are offering online versions of their flagship programs. It also allows us as a Tier 1 institution to participate in a required nation-building effort because we can extend our quality education to those who may be unable to leave their current roles to enjoy a full-time experience with us. We will launch the PGDM online on Coursera in November this year with approximately 100 participants. On the research and thought leadership front, our second pillar, this consists of our faculty output such as peer-reviewed journal articles and scholarly outlets, prestigious books and book chapters authored by our scholars and faculty members, case studies, and even widely read and influential media articles. Now, we grew the quantity and quality of our intellectual contributions quite significantly last year. For example, our peer-reviewed journal article output increased by 20%, and more significantly, the number of high-quality journal papers, citation counts, and award-winning cases increased at an even faster pace. I'm super excited that today we are soft launching a new and unique publication from SPJIMR called Management Practice Insights. The Management Practice Insights is a new form of scholarly publication that consists of essays for practitioners written by SPJIMR faculty. The world of research uses two terms while talking about research. One is rigor, the other phrase they use is relevance. In our publication, the rigor is provided by the original scholarly work taken from leading journals across the world, and this provides the basis for the essay. But the SPJIMR faculty contribution comes in terms of highlighting the relevance. So the relevance is highlighted and made practical and implementation ready by the SPJIMR faculty author. This is a new, unique, and exciting form of thought leadership, one that addresses the known big divide between the worlds of research and practice that we all moan about, and one that is absolutely on point and on brand for who we are at SPJIMR, a practice-focused organization. And finally, in terms of increasing our impact on communities and societies, our third pillar, let me illustrate what I mean by impact on communities and societies. Consider a DOCC project. The purpose of an activity such as DOCC, for those of you who participated in that, maybe 40% of those that are receiving the certificates today, is not just to provide a student experience so you understand what rural India is all about. It's not just to try and make you more socially sensitive. I would argue it is actually more important that SPJIMR's work helps the NGOs create measurable, positive impact. Similarly, holding an event that has finance industry people speaking to students is great for students. But how exactly is that helping the finance industry with the issues that they might be facing? This is what we mean by impacting community. It takes a perspective that is not student-centric. It takes a perspective that is community engagement-centric. So we have set up 4 centers of practice, each focused on creating direct impact for a distinct and unique community. The Center for Financial Innovation is launching, I'm proud to say, a Y Combinator-inspired accelerator called Finovate for fintech and techfin startups with an initial cohort of 10 great companies that are in the seed to angel stage in July. And these are going to be supported by partnership with India's leading BFSI firms. This will be a significant contribution to India's financial community. The Center for Wisdom and Leadership targets the leadership and development teams and organizations that are resident at large corporations. And this center looks to infuse wisdom principles into the corporation's internal management training programs. Now, why are we trying to do this? Because this is a way of reaching scale on the topic of wise leadership and innovation in India that would not be possible through just directly delivering management development programs and leadership development programs. So this is a concept of training the trainers, if you will, that the center will embark on. The Center for Family Business and Entrepreneurship launched a unique networking platform called Vriddhi this year, where our network of 3,000 plus family businesses seek funds from each other or provide funds to fellow members of the network. The center also held an impactful networking event called Virasat that brought our network of family businesses together along with the government to discuss how to blend tradition with innovation. Once again, an attempt at impacting a community at scale. And finally, the Center for Innovation and Sustainable Development has a mandate to reach and support not 10, not 50, not 300, but 1,000 plus NGOs and organizations to implement wise interventions and innovation there. So I can hope you understand this third pillar that is important to SPJIMR, which is to add value to communities at scale. Now, as alumni, you should care about the reputation of your alma mater. You will carry this reputation as your badge of honor, your calling card. And this reputation will only be vibrant and only be relevant in your futures as we successfully execute on our mission to influence managerial practice and promote value-based growth, not just of our students and not just of our alumni, but of organizations and leaders and society at large. And we will do so by advancing wise innovation at scale, not just through our teaching, but also through our research and thought leadership output and through our direct community engagement. So in the years to come, my dear participants, since you have not graduated yet, I cannot call you my dear graduates. So in the years to come, my wishes for you are be wise, be innovative, be wildly successful in whatever you do, and be happy. But my ask of you is a little bit similar to what John F. Kennedy, I think, asked of the people, of the citizens of his country, which is represent SPJIMR well and be there for your alma mater whenever we call on you to assist us on our transformative journey to a future and a reputation that you will be vested in. Welcome again to Convocation 2023.